Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Thank all you beautiful people for tuning in today. Get comfy, this is going to be a really fun read about the powerful opportunities and breakthroughs, ideas that you're going to have with this full moon on the 9th. It's really impactful and powerful in regards to us super paying attention now to our lives, like doing, these little things with great love and attentiveness, because we're no longer trying to rush to and fro. We don't have this ridiculous fear of missing out. When we're doing that, we're not enjoying what we're actually doing. If we're busy having a good time on a hike, we're not going to stop and look at Instagram and see somebody who's in the Maldives swimming and have envy, or decrease our beautiful experiences just because somebody else is in a different part of the world doing something different. What we're doing now is important to us, so we're focusing on that. I love this. This is, you're really awakening to your life purpose and stimulating your creativity and doing things that make you happy, even if they don't make sense. Like you're on your way and again you feel some obligation, like I gotta go to the post office and do this and that, and you see this beautiful meadow, you just want to get out and walk so you can smell the sunflowers. Doing impulsive, wonderful things that you do when you were a child, doing things you feel called to do without thinking about any gains, money, or anything else. You're just doing it for the love of it. I really love this. You're really going to be stimulating your selflessness too, to do things for the well-being of others within your family or community, enriching your life in return. So here are our 3 choices. Number 1, we have Bear, which is use power with wisdom. Number 2 is Panda, stay balanced and in your essence. And that's always possible when we're in the present, right? Because that's where our focus is. We're not going to be caught off center because we're popped out into the future and we're not paying attention. And somebody asked us a question and we hadn't been listening to them, right? We are present, so we know what's going on and we are aware. And number 3 is Rabbit. Recognize your significance. You have true value and true worth, and all of a sudden you're going to feel that innately in your soul and recognize, wow, what a cool person I am. I'm trying my best every day. I wake up, I reach for that optimism, I provide, meals for my family. Whatever it is you do, if you're a teenager or a student, I'm trying my best to learn the things that will help expand my consciousness and help me for my future. All of these things. I keep my mind and heart open to possibilities, opportunities, and love. And this moon is really a wonderful transference of that power back to you that maybe in the past we gave away through unattention, being distracted. Also, sometimes just through carelessness, right? Sometimes we just buzz through life at hyperspeed and we're like, oh, we'll get back to that. This is also a time of putting all those screws on tight, all of those things where wherever might be a possible energy drain, like, I have to get this faucet fixed. This fence in my yard is broken. My cat is walking a little funny. Going to the vet, doing all these little things that become, to secure your present moment focus, because you don't have all these little things niggling at the back of your head, like, oh my gosh, the porch swing has a bunch of loose screws. We don't want anything to happen. This, that, and the other thing, all these little things that we're looking after all the details so we can free our mind, all of that. So we're going to start number 1 with Bear, and we're going to see what is coming. So what we're going to be doing right now, you guys, wonderful. Your highest ideals are going to come into play, your best possible self. You're disregarding all those lower sort of vibrations, your materialistic side, your ingratitude at times, impatience, all of this really deep, stimulating thought processes to restore your energy. Happy, fun, warm, sunny energy, because you are alive in these moments and you are living by the rules of your heart. You want to get your creations out into the world, your ideas, your sentiments, your voice now feels strong and backed up by all the components of, confidence and realistic thinking, along with your dreamy nature, right? Because we do have to apply logic at times. Yes, we can go to Yale if we want to, but guess what we have to do? We have to fill out that applications, put in the study, all of that. It's the beautiful combination of logic and bright optimistic, dreamy thinking as well. You're just like, why not? It is your why not time. It's really beautiful. So it is also your time of transformation. You're about to experience enormous change right now, which is going to bring great blessings because you no longer have lack mentality. You feel lusher, fresher, more vitality. It's one of those, okay, when I apply faith and wisdom and compassion to myself and those around me, I have a serene and peaceful existence. Therefore, I'm really able to see everything like under this magnifying glass. Oh, this needs a little bit of work. I can disregard this. That person's impatient or riding up on my personal space has nothing to do with me. I don't have to be rushed or hurried for answers for anybody. Professional, scholastic, or otherwise, never feel rushed by another individual so you can placate and work to their schedule. No. There's a lot of bullies out there that try to do that. And I feel like in your work life, you're going to be, hey, I'm in my lane and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Same at school, same in life. Why are these people trying to interfere with my time frames and my understanding? And I'm just trying to keep the calm and peace in my head. Also, there's going to be this beautiful express it when it's in you, and you're going to feel so much better because you're not going to swallow those things of people saying things that are passive aggressive anymore either. Express it. Say, I don't really appreciate that behavior. It warrants a discussion here. Every time I say, oh, I got an A in class, or oh, I got a raise, or this and that, all of a sudden it's some kind of competitive speaking and you have to put it down for some reason. I'm sorry if you're not where you want to be in life, but I felt able to confide and want to share with you, and if this is how I am received, then I'm no longer going to do that. You are really standing up for yourself, because I feel like you may have someone in your group who does that. A beautiful, rich, imaginative, fantastical time. A little loony too, like you're really feeling like, hey, I want to dress up and take some really cool photographs, maybe in a bright sequence dress while you're standing in the middle of a pond, like really fun, cool things. Really creative, fun endeavors for sure. And I feel right now too, with your otter energy, you're going to find balance in your life through play, through work, rest, exercise, laughter, a beautiful kind of expansion and all of that, what makes you feel good, because your creative energy is really making you feel alive, and you're being able to nurture yourself. Visualizations and focus are really great for positive outcomes, so you're going to be doing that. Visualize yourself getting that raise, starting your own business, cashing that check for $1 million. Seriously, having those 3 golden retrievers, you're walking along the beach, whatever it is that you want. I feel like a lot of you guys want a really nice garden this spring. I just really feel that energy. You're like excited about getting the seeds and all of these things, and maybe planting some really great trees, grapes, vines, roses, all of these things. You're very excited about your gardens. You're doing that. You're recognizing that you can regain your balance and have whatever you want. You're attracting, nurturing, happy people into your life. You are what you put out there, and you're doing fantastic. Wonderful. You're also going to have a great sense of encouragement. It starts with yourself. I was watching this stand-up comedian yesterday, and he made me laugh so hard. I loved him so much. He was like, oh my God, we're all alone in the world. We have to be our own cheerleader. He's like, I tell myself all the time, go for it. You're going to do great. You deserve this. He goes, so basically like crazy people do in the street, only I don't do it as loud. I'm always doing this in my car. I'm like, this is going to be the best day. Like if I'm going to the beach to go film or take photographs or whatever, I'm like, this is going to be so beautiful. I'm always talking to myself in my car. I must look Looney Tunes 5000, but I always have so many devices in there that it must look like I'm talking on the phone. Thank God for Bluetooth, or I would be in an institution. But it's one of those things where you feel inspired, encouraged, so you're having beautiful follow through. This is your time, honestly, to get those raises, to get that business, to feel nurtured and loved. Your biggest breakthrough is what the truth is. So when your negativity or ego starts to talk to you, go simply not true, dismissed, and you're listening to your higher self, and that's propelling you into all this goodness, light, and positivity. You're like, that past behaviors, yeah, gross. I'm not going to feel bad about anything. I'm one person. I'm not trying to do everything here. You're having, you're relaxing into who you are, and knowing that you're not meant to do everything and be a jack of all trades and a master at none. That when you focus on what you're good at, that's when you do well, right? I mean, I don't burst into a conference room and say, hey, I'm a heart surgeon and a professional roller skater and a rabbit breeder and a moon watcher. And I almost said moonwalker and an astronaut. And I work for NASA. Yeah. My best friend is a strawberry. It's like, let's be realistic. We are usually given a gift, but we try to expand so much that sometimes we lose focus on that one true gift that we have. So you're going to be focusing on that beautiful energy, group 1. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Melanie. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. I appreciate it so much, all your subscribers. And then the notification bell so you know when all my new videos come in. And you can go to my Etsy store and see all my handcrafted goodies. I'm really working with pearls and emeralds and fun stuff, and I price everything really reasonably. I'm really into Celtic and Nordic designs recently too. There's a great silver dragon hair pick in there everybody's going bonkers for. I think there's only a couple left, so go check stuff out. I appreciate you guys in every way, shape, or form. Also come see me on Instagram at sparkrist11. I do daily posts and memes. I'm gonna have some cool contests this week. I'm getting caught up. I had buku private reads, and you guys, I don't know if you're aware of this, but when you book a read with me, I do it within 42 hours, 48 hours, 72 at the most. I do them right when they come in. I don't put them off. I think the energy is rich right when I receive them, so therefore I do them. And I feel like Spirit really delivers them to me in very digestible portions. Like, I'm never overwhelmed, but I have constant work, but I always stick to the plan. That comes in, guess what? That booking's going to be ready in 2 or 3 days, no longer. I just don't procrastinate that because I don't need buildup, and I feel like you deserve your asking, so therefore you're receiving. So beautiful energy, group 1. I love that bear energy. Now we're on to number 2, which is Panda. Stay balanced and in your essence. This is so wonderful in terms of us being able to get what we want and stay in a good headspace without losing it. I have to do this often. Have you noticed that there's people around us in situations that can set us off balance? They're narcissists or they're crazy drivers. Just disregard that and say, they will be them, but I will be me. I always pull myself back into that I will have consideration, that I will be focused, that, I will not give my energy away to that. Be carefree and have fun right now. I feel like this is a really passionate, fun, awesome time for you too, where you're just feeling good, improved communication, confidence, and speaking, all of that. When you're balanced and in your essence, you're able to do that. You don't get sidetracked. You don't get drained from stuff. Let's see what else is coming for you. Your dreams, the idealization of something, how you see your future and you behaving and who you're with and your interactions and your goals. You're going to be able to really organize them and have a great rich envisionment process that's starting to really align with that, and you're getting momentum, and you're really being able to envision this as something that's in your very near future because you're focused on it. Now it has your positive intention and your focus, and you're going to be part of something overwhelming and wonderful. It's one of those things where you just cry. Like whenever I watch what any of those singing shows, America's Got Talent or whatever they are, I'm always like brought to tears because you often don't expect that voice to come out of that small person or that talent, that gift, and when it's realized by other people, they start to cry, and then everybody starts to cry. It's one of those things where you're just saying, hey, I feel pure, relaxed, calm, peace, love, harmony is all around me, and then all of a sudden this cheerfulness, this mental clarity, this confidence, this creativity is going to build in within you, and you're going to be able and willing to find new pathways to discover your inner power. We have to research ourselves. We really do. I have to do this daily because I wake up and I notice right away that old patterns try to develop. I go up, I get my coffee, but what I want to do is like look at artwork and relax, but I get lost in the matrix of all these beautiful pictures, and hours can pass by where I say, listen, you're allotted this, have your 10-15 minutes where you do that, not 5 hours, and then you can do your fun work. It's not even work. You can do your fun creations and do all your readings, and then you can check back in with breaks and all of that. You're aligned with that. You're setting a new pattern for a more healthful kind of schedule, where you're not suffering burnout. I always think it's ridiculous how many people I run into the day, how you're so busy, so tired. I just say so invigorated, so invigorated by what I'm doing to myself over and over. I never say out loud to myself, oh, I'm so tired, because we believe what we tell ourselves, and we can really only have that one train of thought. We are invigorated, we feel good, we feel helpful, we feel happy, we feel positive, or the opposite, tired, stressed, all of that. I never tell myself, oh, I'm tired, and I don't tell other people that either, because Our brain and our mind believes what we tell it, and why are we going to tell ourselves that? We're saying, no, man, we got this. I got vitality, power, confidence, safety. I feel sociable. I feel happy, cheerful, all of that. Say it out loud to yourself, and because of that, you're doing things that feed your soul. You are a force of nature. You want to find freedom. You want to travel. You're going to be able to really take care of yourself physically. Nature is going to be a big balancer for you, so you're going to enjoy and absorb all the positive green vibrations of this wonderful planet. You're going to go for walks, hikes, all of these things. There's nothing more restorative than a big grove of trees for me. I will just plop down in there and dive deep and be like, ah, you know what I mean? The smell of just a big grove of beautiful winter greens or trees, beautiful. You also are going to find that your confidence is going to be rock solid. You're taking positive action to manifest your goals, and you're feeling good about it. I also feel like get yourself some pyrite. I constantly have pyrite around. It is an invigorating, like, opportunity bringing, monetary bringing stone as well. You're tapping in each time that you do something. Speak to yourself like you are a super achiever. Your mind believes what you tell it, and then it moves on to further goals with confidence. I did fantastic on that project. I had so much information stored in my big brain while I was taking that test. I am impressed with that. I can continue to be successful in that. All of that. I am excited to go to these parties and weddings and graduations and meet new people and observe people winning, and me seeing the vibrance and the beautiful brilliance of life. When people feel good, I feel good. All of that. You're going to be speaking to yourself on this scale that makes you feel really good. Now, you also have the Ishtar energy of boundaries. You're going to love yourself enough to say no to others. Demands on your time and energy are no longer freelance giveaway for you. You're like, I'm sorry, I didn't believe I ever was holding a tag sale on my time. Thank you. Bargain giveaway. Sure, I'll drive you. Sure, I'll watch your kids. Sure, I'll freaking do whatever you ask me to do. No. What happens is people sometimes in weird little family dynamics or struggles, they try to assert themselves and do little, especially if they're feeling bad about themselves, they'll try to assert themselves on your time and energy to see. It's almost like a Pac-Man eating those things for energy. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Let me take up their time and I'll feel better about myself. Let me take up their energy and resources. Let's see what I can get from everybody. You're recognizing this and you're like, no, thank you. I'm going to be painting today. I'm going to be reading a book. I'm going to go river rafting. I'm going to go collect stones. I'm going to do whatever I feel like doing with my time, my resources. Thank you very much. And you're going to feel so restful because of that. All this beautiful vitality, inspiration. You're selfless enough. Know you do enough. Sometimes we don't recognize that. We feel like we have to keep giving and giving. Karmically, your bag of tricks is full and you are due. People doing for you now, okay? Emotional balance, internal relaxation, that is coming your way, group 2. I love that. And you're recognizing your value and worth, and you know that you need this rest and this time of reflection, and you're really understanding the real truth of what's going on and how giving and loving you really already are. So I love that energy for you. Oh, beautiful. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. Subscribe and press that button right now. I see you going for it. And the little notification bell will let you know when all the new videos are in. Come see me on Instagram as well. I'm going to have some great contests this week. I'm finally getting caught up with everything, and I want to do some foolhardy giveaways. Yes, everybody's like, oh my gosh. Like, yeah, I have some cool Stonehenge stuff, hats, and all this cool stuff, and I want to do a couple contests and, give back, because the experience was just amazing. And come to my Etsy store, and I've got lots of cool stuff in there. That silver dragon hair clip is garnering a lot of interest, and it is really beautiful. As soon as I started wearing it, I was like, this thing looks insanely cool, and I love dragons and I love Nordic and Celtic design, so I thought you guys would like that. So go check some cool stuff out. Fun spring colors. I'm going to be working with a lot of carnelians and pearls, emeralds, things that really pop. I love turquoise for spring too. I love mixing like white linen with turquoise. It looks really beautiful. So all you guys, love and light to you. You're in it to win it, and I'm really excited for you, group 2. So now we're on to number 3, which is rabbit. Recognize your significance. This is you guys really stepping into your power and saying, you know what? I feel like this is a day for self-love, and I'm going to go get my nails and hair done and do whatever I want. If I want a creative and dreamy day, I'm going to lay on the beach and relax and think. Really healing and illuminating energy, because the full moon is on the 9th, and this energy is fantastic for that. Fiery and motivating, because in March 20, Mars is going to conjunct with Jupiter. That's going to fire you up and motivate you to move into the essence of who you really are and where you're going. Yeah, look, you have destiny. You have dreams. Damn. And you have knowledge. Like you're really investigating your future thinking, but you're not doing it with any kind of anxiety or rush. What could I do all day and not get bored of it and perhaps create a revenue stream? But if money wasn't an issue, what could I do? How could I apply my gifts? Marissa Peers is always saying that we all have these gifts, yet we oftentimes take jobs that take us in the opposite direction. We're fantastic painters or orators or whatever, yet, we're working for somebody else and creating their dreams and money, and it's not even really in our wheelhouse. It's just something that we got educated in, and all of a sudden we're doing it. You really know now where you want to spend your time and how you want to spend your days, and you're going to start to fulfill your dreams and take super special, focused, intention, action driven, drive in that direction, because you realize I have to take these little steps. I'm not going from novice to expert. I realize I have these gifts. I want to, start doing some testing writing, start, a couple videos maybe on YouTube, doing these things, I feel like a lot of you guys have design ideas. You're tattoo artists, you're nail technicians, you have your hairdressers, you have all these great ideas, yet there's some element missing to you being more in charge of it. But you're realizing my destiny is in my hands. I have strength and I'm moving forward. I have forgiveness for past mistakes. New karmic cycles are beginning for you, and you're really stretching out and doing beautifully with these gorgeous feelings of peace, love, harmony, relaxation, and creativity. And you don't feel like you're rushed or any of that. You're doing these things that make you happy, and you're really letting go of beliefs and limitations that you used to have about yourself or that you still have. You're realizing you're stepping into this. But some of the requirements right now for you in order to do this is for you to nurture yourself, take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. So many people feel guilty about taking time for themselves. Do not do that, because you're moving into this beautiful vital life force, and vibrancy is flowing through you. You're grateful, your energetic passion for life, it's going to be restored and renewed, because you now have a directive. You're thinking of your soul's goal in your life path as opposed to what your parents or teachers or anybody else is telling you should do. So many people want to live vicariously through their children, through their whatever, that they push you in that direction. That was meant for them. That was their dream. This is your time and your dream. And oftentimes our parents, our teachers, other people don't realize how damaging it is for them to thrust their ideas and goals onto you, because it's not your gift, it's not your direction. So this is where you're standing up and saying no. That's that student that says, I'm glad that you think I should be studying economics, however I hate numbers, so I'm not doing that. Literature is my bag. It is your life. It is your life, and you're not going to be bullied into any direction. You're going to have that quiet time where you can ascertain what really is important to you. You're going to be nurturing to yourself as well, which I really love. Have you spent enough time playing? Are you too serious right now? Are you ready for fun? You need to balance some of your time out with laughter and joy and lightness. Now let's see what else is. The big thing is, you really are going to have this genius to experiment with, your creativity. You probably are a little eccentric, where you're like, oh, I like to do, you probably like alone time, and that's when your creative juices are really flowing. You want to go take some great pictures in some interesting places, old bark on trees, things like that, birds, shells. You're discovering what it is you truly love, and now moving in that direction. All of a sudden you feel more peaceful, more calm, because why in the world would we go in any other direction than what fulfills us and gives us joy, right? We're so conditioned to be listening to people that have no real dog in that race. They're not going to marry that person we want to marry. They're not going to have this lifelong endeavor. And we can always change too. I always say lifelong. If it's a passion, it should be lifelong. But whatever, if you want to try out different coats and professional hats, do that. Nobody else is going to be at that job with you but you. Nobody else is going to be in that practice or meditation but you. So just remember that, and go off and pursue these beautiful dreams, because you're going to be doing some really cool things this spring and summer. Your mind and spirit are connected with each other and to the divine. So I'm really loving that you're going to be plugged into this. Does this feel good? in all regards? Am I doing what's best for myself, for my peace of mind, for my spirit and all that? You're going to be really awake to that. And I love that because it is important. We have to recognize, hey, what does this mean long term? Because it's easy to, have gratification right away, right? But internally, when we really feel this energy and we let it permeate us, do we know? This is a huge inquisitive time for you. You're going to be very agile, very flexible, very spontaneous, and maybe a little bit fickle, like, no, I don't like that. I'm going to release that. I'm going to try this. But super receptive, gorgeous energy where you feel rooted and you feel valuable to yourself. Gentle, languid, polished energy is all around you and you're tapping into that. I love that. You're slowing the game down. You are not in any hurry. You want to see what's going to arise and appeal to you, and then you're going to move in that direction and try that. And you have every right to try on any hat that you wish and give yourself permission. So beautiful energy, group 3. I love that for you. I love that. I love when people challenge themselves and they care enough about their mental state to realize no thank you to that, but yes please to that, and not care what anybody else thinks. That's buku awesome energy for you. So I love that for you. So love and light, group 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. All my links are down below. If you'd like a private read, come see me on Instagram too. I'm doing all kinds of contests this week because I'm very stoked with all the Stonehenge goodies. And I get your personal reads back to you within 48, 72 hours, 3 days at the most. I don't let them build up or accrue. I like to work with that energy right away. And also come to my Etsy store. I'm going to put in lots of new fun spring things. I have so many pieces I've yet to photograph, so that's on my list tonight. Beautiful tiger eye with gold. I love to work with turquoise, emeralds, and pearls, and carnelians. Like, I love carnelians. This is a rich power stone. I love orange and turquoise together. I'm really excited to work with some cool pieces. And listen, if you're watching and you're somebody that asked me a week or two ago about and I can also put anything together for you as well. If you're like, hey Mel, I like the stuff in your store, but I really would like, emeralds and silver and moons together, whatever suits your fancy. I can always make something for you, and I price very reasonably. I don't go crazy. I love to do it, so therefore it's not a chore. But if you had inquired in the past about a piece and then all of a sudden I lost that thread of information from you, just reconnect with me, because I have so many emails and people come at all different social media things about that. So it's like, and even if I photograph it, it's 100 photographs on. So because I know there was somebody asking about a really cool piece and I just can't find the information on that. So just reconnect with me. And you guys get out there and feel that peace, love, and harmony, because it is your time to chill and thrill. So I'm excited for you. Peace out.